In a quiet suburban neighborhood, Elise moved into a modest home with a peculiar charm. It had been a steal at the price, though the realtor had hesitated when Elise asked why the previous tenants had left so abruptly. The answer was vague. They moved on. Elise was a writer, seeking solitude to finish her novel. The house seemed perfect, until she discovered the room. Hidden behind a bookshelf was a narrow door, its handle cold and rusted. Curiosity won, and she opened it to reveal a small, windowless chamber with walls lined in mirrors. At first, it seemed like a harmless oddity, perhaps an abandoned attempt at an art installation. But the room felt off. The air was thick, and when she stepped inside, her reflection stared back with unnerving intensity. That night, Elise heard whispers. Soft at first, like the rustle of leaves, but as the days passed, they grew louder. They weren't in her head, they came from the room. Words of doubt, fear, and anger. They mocked her writing, her loneliness, her very existence. Determined to prove her sanity, Elise set up a recorder. The whispers persisted, even when she wasn't in the house. Listening to the playback, she realized the voices weren't hers, they were fragments of arguments, sobs, and chilling pleas for help. The more she listened, the more the voices began to make sense. They spoke of betrayal, confinement, and revenge. Elise found herself drawn to the room, spending hours staring at her reflection, as if the mirrors held answers. One evening, she noticed something horrifying. Her reflection didn't mimic her movements, it smirked when she frowned, leaned forward when she stayed still. Panicked, she tried to leave, but the door slammed shut. The whispers crescendoed into screams. Her reflection clawed at the glass, its face twisted in rage, mouthing words Elise couldn't understand. When she finally broke free, Elise fled the house, leaving everything behind. Days later, her landlord arrived to inspect the property. The house was eerily quiet, but the door to the mirror room was ajar. Inside, the mirrors stood cracked, and written across the largest one, in what appeared to be blood, were the words, "She's with us now." The landlord shivered and shut the door. The house went back on the market a week later.